Y'all, why is Natalie still here? Natalie needs to go home. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, Season 2, Episode 8, Gossip Girls. The girl sure was chatty, okay? Loose-lipped gossiping, okay? My name is Shayna. This is my review for the episode. Happy belated Mother's Day. I said it in my other reviews. If you haven't watched those, shout out to all the mothers. This is a little late because I was enjoying Mother's Day, and I hope you all were as well. But thank you for stopping by. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, like the video, watch it on through, tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's get into it. So we pick up with Bria. She talking about kicking Simon out of the house because of a pink flamingo. And we really think about what they arguing about. Like, this went on for 2 episodes, like 1.5 episodes. It dragged on too long for a pink flamingo. Like, I understand Bria was embarrassed, but goodness. So of course Simon paying Bria no mind, and he don't leave. Amir tries to drunkenly diffuse the beef between the couple. It don't work. Bria is, she tried to storm off per usual, but she couldn't even get the door open. And I'm like, didn't this happen to her before? Girl, enough is enough. So we see Amir and his girlfriend. They, I saw her jumping and flopping on the bed, talking about we need to take a shower. Why are you on the bed if y'all need to take a shower? And then she called him stinky. Like, y'all are so gross. Y'all love to get in them underneath them sheets with y'all outside clothes on. Ugh. Trifling. So Summer discusses being sober, and everything she dealing with her nana. Bria calls her mom. Mind you, it seemed like it was late at night, but she calls her mom and says that she's going to take Simon's credit card and book him a flight so he can get up out of there. And even her mom was like, okay, that's extreme. The man flew all the way from Germany. Like, she is a brat. When Preston said she was a brat, or maybe he didn't call her that, but she is. She gets on all of my nerves, every last one of them. The next day, Bria tells Shanice, Noelle and Natalie, and why is Natalie still there? Who knows? She said that Simon acts completely different at his events than he does at hers. And I'm like, ooh, the way she tried to paint that, like, oh, girl, why is he acting different at his events in Germany with his people over yours? But, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Simon is really like that. I think he really was just oblivious and thought it was fun. Natalie starts to gossip about Nick and Tasia. And then they said Natalie and Tasia were like friends in real life. Like, are you? Because why are you talking about them like that? And Bria, she want to get in on the mess. She want to get the mess started too. They talking about how he handsy with everybody and all this stuff. Like, Nick, you just keep going around. This handsy thing keep going around and got your name attached to it. I don't know what that's about, but you might need to start keeping your hands to yourself. But we talk about it more at the end, so stay tuned. Nick verbalizes how great Tasia is. The street said that they broke up. I don't know if it's true. If they did, I wonder why. Because it seemed like she been knowing how he is. Okay. Side note, why did we see Preston in his drops? Why, Bravo? First, y'all had his cheeks out before, and now I'm just seeing him in his drawers. Like, please. I couldn't be on here because when I say y'all don't give them no privacy. Simon tells Bria that he's sad that she tried to break up with him yet again. And she expresses that she feels embarrassed, but it's like, girl, you dragging it now. She said that if she acted this way at his events, he would have cussed her out. And he said she was awful at his event. She stormed off after 5 minutes. And I believe him. But she mentions, racism and her experience in Germany. And I think her experience is valid. What she said must have been true. And I'm glad Simon listened to her in this moment. They make up. This roller coaster ride they on is quite exhausting. And I'm ready to get off. So most of the group goes bike riding. And Nick takes Tasia out because she didn't have bike riding clothes. And she got to get ready to go home anyway. So a producer asked Nick why he hasn't proposed to Tasia. He going all around the bush, and he did everything but answer the question. Okay, he did not answer. So everyone meets for lunch. Amir's still hungover, and they suggest, that he drink ginger ale. And Preston, in his confessional, explains that ginger ale fixes everything, honey. A broken limb, common cold, sore throat, tummy ache, all that, okay? Black people love them some ginger ale and some tussin. All right, it's gonna solve it. If you broke your arm, then take some ginger ale and tussin. But I need y'all to stop giving away all the game on Bravo. Like, y'all just telling them all our secrets. Like, y'all are the reason why all these people think they invited to the barbecue. Enough. Keep some stuff between us. We got to tell everything. So Natalie tries to start mess with Tasia, and Tasia shuts it down immediately. Thank goodness. But Natalie like, well, let me talk to you, girl. And Tasia like, about what? She like, I just want to let you know before anybody else lets you know. And Tasia said, no, thank you. Thank you next. I don't even want to know. Keep it to yourself. Now that should have been the end of it. Tasia and Donald, they go on to head home. And Nick texts Natalie to ask her what she was about to tell Tasia. She responds, that some of the girls said that he's handsy. Natalie want a permanent spot on the show next season. Natalie want to be a full-time cast member. You hear me? So Noelle asks Alex why they still sitting there eating if he wishes he had a significant other to bring. Summer slurping on her drink quite loudly, like, with tea, okay? And I'm like, y'all still want him? Y'all still want him? Oh, baby, we need some more single men next season. Enough is enough. So he says that he does, but he needs to do the work first. He don't seem like he's ready for that just yet, in my humble opinion. Jasmine mentions that she still don't know much about Nick and Tasia as a couple. And during the car ride back, Noelle asks Alex more questions. Like, she did like a general question, and she's like, I'm gonna start with Alex. And he pretty much brushed her off. And girl, let your feelings for him go. Like, my girl Noelle is down bad right now, and I hate to see it. So Simon apologizes to Nick because Nick and Preston, they came separately because they had to drop their significant others off at the airport or wherever. And so Nick is upset about what Natalie said about them being handsy. So he's upset with Bria, Shanice, and Noelle. But Simon thinks maybe he got something to do with it because he had the flamingo down at the event and Bria blew it out of proportion. So he's apologizing. And Nick is like, thank you, but this ain't even about you. It's about your girlfriend. Well, tell us how you really feel, okay? So he started with Noelle because she down there. And she just mad that Natalie even mentioned it because she like, girl, this is girl talk. Why would you run back? Why would you run it back? Big mouth. Sherlock Holmes, keep your mouth closed. But no, she can't do that because Natalie came there with the intention of trying to start mess. Shanice says Nick has a wandering eye. Girl, you keep taking your titties out. What everybody is probably looking. What do you expect? You keep doing like you're always in the nude. And then you like, oh, you got a wandering eye. That's your fault for looking when you got a girlfriend. Like, he has a girlfriend. He's not blind. Girl, this was not a good example. Try again. So then Bria was like, she had to come down. He had to address her next. And she was like, yeah, and he was flirting. I mean, I didn't say you made me feel comfortable, but you do get flirtatious. And he was like, I flirted with you? And she was like, yeah, that one night. And they played a clip where he was sounding like he was flirting. I will say, Bria, they go both ways, because she did say everybody's flirtatious, because she was the one talking about he can be her cuddle partner, her cuddy buddy, or whatever she said, something like that, child. I don't know. And Nick was like, he had enough. And she was like, yeah. Bria was like, and it was like when Shanice, and he said, I already talked to her. I'm talking about you. And she was like, watch your tone. Watch who you talking to. And he like, no, I'm upset. Like, I'm upset with what y'all are saying. And Alex was why can't y'all ever pull him to the side? It's a whole lot of talking, everybody talking behind his back saying that he's handsy, but nobody ever says to him that he's handsy. And that I agree with. If he's making you uncomfortable, then say, hey, you're making me. And I know it can be uncomfortable having to tell someone that they're making you uncomfortable. That in itself is uncomfortable. But you let him know, especially if he's supposed to be your friend. And it's like, okay, well, you're not really, the fact that he got a girlfriend, they don't feel, afraid around him or anything. It's just, he need to keep his hands to himself and stop flirting. Let him know this. Because now it always comes out in the worst way. And then his feelings is hurt. And it's the whole thing. I think because of the handsy situation, if there's a season 3, I don't know if Nick will come back because this is like an ongoing thing, especially now that he's single. It's like he can't even feel free to flirt in peace, not with the women who've already been there because he got this handsy stigma on him. But that was the end of the episode. Next week is the finale. What do y'all think about this season? I'm glad we're getting a reunion. Let's drop down in the comment section and discuss it. Be sure to like the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.